One concept we spend a lot of time exploring here on Healing Quest is emotional fitness.
Many wellness experts say the emotions are the bridge between the mind and the body. So managing those emotions is essential to having a happy and healthy life.
One of the biggest challenges we all face is managing our reaction to change, especially when that change is unwanted.
I've been through 2 divorces, so it was very traumatic and very painful, but I went through and I made it through.
Usually if the change isn't what I want, I'll first kind of freak out at the beginning, but then I'll learn to find peace with it and know that I'll be okay with it eventually.
Sort of lost everything in an earthquake and, friends, house, job, and had to start brand new from scratch. And it was so scary at first, so I had to find another way to do it.
Unwanted change, an inescapable part of life. Whether it's a health challenge, a business problem, an unexpected move, or even the loss of a loved one. Joan Borysenko is a renowned scientist, clinician, and teacher. She's written extensively on mind-body medicine and especially on how to approach change as an invitation to empowerment instead of a threat.
Whatever you see in front of you now is already changing and will continue to change. And I think one of the greatest causes of stress is that we just try to hold on. There's the illusion that if we're just perfect, we get everything right, we can sweep life together into a little pile, put it in a box, and keep it the way we want. Change is wiser than we are. That oftentimes the world we want to construct is really quite a small one. And it's change that can break that way open and reveal possibilities that we never could have thought of ourselves. So change is an ally, not an enemy.
Joan acknowledges that serious health issues often pose the most difficult test when it comes to managing change. One example we discussed is a diagnosis of cancer.
In that moment, there's such a change that you die to who you were, and you're not yet reborn to who you will be. You've embarked on a journey. And anthropologists have studied those journeys as rites of initiation, rites of passage, from one stage of life to the next. Once you've come through that place of separation and died to the old, you enter a place that the anthropologist Victor Turner, who described the rite of passage, called the time between no longer and not yet. And I think we've all been in that place. And it's a strange place, an uncomfortable place, a scary place, because we can't control it. We're in unfamiliar territory. It's a time when we begin to recognize what are our usual ways of viewing the world. And because we can't use all of them, we can't control the way we used to, we can find new strengths, new inspirations. There can be breakthrough because we're out of the box. Our usual way of thinking is in the box. No longer and not yet is new. At a certain point, we adjust to the new community, or much as we continue to miss a loved one who's died, we begin to form a new life. Or if we've had an illness, perhaps we have a transformative healing experience, and that brings us to the third phase of the rite of passage, which is return to the community, but transformed, much more in touch with our own strengths, with our own gifts, with our own expanded sense of essence. And that's what an initiation is always about, is becoming more fully human.
Change is an ally, not an enemy. Boy, if we could really accept that, I'm sure our emotional fitness would vastly improve.
We'll have more insights on emotional fitness from Joan Borysenko in upcoming episodes.
If you want more details on her work, you'll find them on the Healing Quest website.